Hello everyone, and welcome to Joy's YouTube channel, Joy's Kitchen. Thank you all for watching. How's everybody doing this Sunday afternoon? I hope all is well. To my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you're watching this channel for the first time, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And every time I upload a video, you want to be notified, okay? So today I'm bringing to you how to cook mustard fried turkey wings, and we're doing smothered turkey wings along with some cabbage, rice, cornbread, and sweet potatoes. So let's get into the ingredients. Now, as I first started off the video, I had seasoned these. I apologize for that. I had seasoned these turkey wings last night, and they've been sitting in the refrigerator, so they've been out now for a little minute, and they done been unthawed. So I'm gonna take 4 of these turkey wings, face down, and I'm gonna put them in some gravy. Okay, so these are the 4 that's gonna go into some gravy. So y'all can see. Okay. So like I said, they already been seasoned. Now I'm going to take some Worcestershire sauce, okay? And I'm just going to sprinkle over them so they just going to become nice and tender. Okay, this is going to help tender them up. Okay, that'll do it. Y'all, I forgot to put the mustard on them. But it's okay with the hot sauce. So let me put these in the bowl right quick. And I'm just gonna, let me see, can I work with it like that? And we're just gonna take some mustard, any kind of mustard you want. This was the cheapest mustard, so this is what I got from out of Winn-Dixie. And we're just gonna spread some mustard on here. Okay, these are fried. I did that wrong. I forgot I was baking these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 4 in here. I had extra. Okay, we'll make that a fried because I know them. Alright. So more Worcestershire sauce. Let me get these all head into the oven. So with this, you're gonna need some onions, some bell peppers, and I have some celery. And it's okay to leave them with the stem on, with the leaves on, because that brings flavor, and that's what we want. We want to build this flavor in these turkey wings. Okay. So, to this part right here, I'm going to take some cornstarch. You will need some cornstarch, okay? That's 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons. And you're going to need some chicken stock or some chicken broth, okay? So we're going to put some of that in here. Now you can have this as thick as you like or as thin as you like. You know, you make your gravy how you like it. I like mine a little on the thick side. So I'm just going to stir this up. And I'm using chicken stock to add to, you know, my liquid, since I'll be cooking these in chicken stock or chicken broth. It doesn't matter. So to add some color to this, I'll be using my master gravy. Now you don't have to get it as dark, because you don't have to get this. Use this. Just the cornstarch and the water, or flour starch and water, or chicken broth or chicken stock, whichever one you prefer to use. It will make this some brown gravy, okay? So we're just going to pour this in the corners of the pan. Not on top, because I don't want my seasoning coming off. Well, let me just get that there. And then we're going to fill it up halfway, not all the way, just so the meat, we're not going to fill it up so it covers the meat. Okay, and that's it. We're going to take some aluminum foil and we're going to cover these. When these get halfway done, we're going to take the aluminum foil off so that the meat on top can get brown. And then I'm going to, you know, move around the gravy and stuff like that. Spray some on top. And then in this last baking minutes, we're going to take this aluminum foil off. And this is going to go into a 350-degree oven until your turkey wings are fork tender. And you have reached the consistency of the gravy that you want. So I'm going to put these in ahead into my oven. Get my onions up off the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna take some pan and put in this oil. So while that oil is getting good and hot, I'm gonna be fixing on other stuff while we're waiting on that to get hot. I gotta have some oil in there. So we're gonna deep fry these turkey wings. So I'm going to come back over here to have my mustard in here. Okay, just switch it around a little bit. Now the mustard is going to give it just a nice crust. Okay. So I'm going to get my flour and put it in my Ziploc bag and put 2 pieces in at a time and just shake it until my turkey wing is fully coated. You put this in the refrigerator for me? Thank you. So I got my flour right there. I mean my bag, my Ziploc bag. So let me show y'all. Let me get us a little swig of this last little bit of water. Okay. So I'm going to take this potato starch and I'm going to pour it in this bag. The rest of it that I had left over. And I got this from doing the salt and pepper chicken wings. They were so good, by the way, especially with those peppers and onions that I had on them. Oh Lord. If y'all, okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of flour to that. Now, if you don't have potato starch, it's okay. You can use regular flour. So I'm gonna just add about 2 tablespoons of flour to this. I meant to get the baking powder out. I'm gonna see my baking powder. I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch to this. I'm trying to get these turkey wings crunchy as fuck. I can hear the pan getting ready. The oil sizzling over there. I don't see my okay, I got too much seasoning up here because I do not see my freaking, and I know I got some up here, but it's just I don't see it right now. And I don't feel like taking everything down. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going to add some baking powder to it. See, I didn't have it down because I wasn't planning on, that's enough of that. I wasn't planning on mixing it like that. And then the thought just came to my mind, so why don't you mix it? Y'all, I'm always trying something different. So this will be my first time mixing it. The potato starch with cornstarch and baking powder and all-purpose flour. Give it a good shake. And we're gonna take, let me pick up a, let me get this. We're going to take our turkey wing here, put it in the bag. Ooh. That's one. I'm going to do 2 at a time. I got 3 more to fry. And we're going to shake. And shake and shake and shake. Ooh. It is raining out. It just started. Okay, so after we get through shaking and our pan gets about dry, gets about ready, we're gonna take these and we're gonna lay them in that hot grease over there and let it do what it do. So I'm bring y'all back over here to this empty pot. I'm gonna take this pot, cut it on, and I'm gonna add some vegetable oil to this pot. Okay, some olive oil. I need to fill my olive oil up first. And we're gonna get ready and fry some bacon. Then put the cabbage on. Okay, now we're frying. So I got some olive oil in here, y'all. This is extra virgin olive oil I'm using. So when doing cabbage, okay, so while that's getting good and hot, we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna take this bacon here. And I'm doing it just like this. Okay. I'm gonna leave it big just like that. We're gonna put that in the into our cabbage. This is my cabbage that I have, and these are my veggies that's going into my cabbage. I gotta wash my hands. This is onions. I have the tricolor vegetables. I'm sorry, the tricolor peppers, the red, yellow, orange. Red, yellow, and orange, yeah, and the green bell pepper. I have a jalapeno pepper. That's the cabbage. I have a jalapeno pepper and a green bell pepper as well. One seeded jalapeno pepper, okay? You keep seasoning it if you like it. Now in my cabbage, I like for my cabbage to be flavorful, and I like it to be, I don't like it to be boring. No, I like it to have some kind of flavor to it. So whatever meat that you use for your cabbage, that's fine. And then I'm going to season it with this green seasoning. And this will be just enough for my cabbage. And since the cabbage is part of the green family, I'm going to be using this, what I use for my collard greens. Okay. And so it'll be nice, like when you're cooking cabbage, instead of just having your meat in there and season it with whatever you season it with, try adding some different peppers to it to bring it alive. And I tell you, it'll make a difference. So, y'all watch this. So I'm gonna add in my bacon. I got this on, okay, it's on high now. And right along with the bacon, we're gonna add in the vegetables, okay? So they can go ahead and start getting tender. Because it's not gonna take long for our cabbage to get done, okay? You don't want to overcook your cabbage. I'll be adding some cabbage, some garlic to this because I love garlic in my greens. And I'm not doing fresh because I don't feel like chopping up no more. So what I'm gonna do is just, I have some minced garlic in there, and I'm just gonna add about maybe 2 teaspoons of that in there. I was gonna say 1, but I usually do 2 because if I do 1, I know I'm gonna put another one. So I'm going to say 2 teaspoons. This cabbage is going to be so good. So I'm going to add the garlic in, but right now, not right now, okay? So we're going to let that simmer a little bit. Okay, so bring y'all back over here because we're gonna take our turkey wing and add it right on into our frying pan. Okay, we'll shake off this excess flour and just drop it right on in there. And we're gonna let that cook. Okay, so I'll bring y'all back over this way to the turkey wing where y'all can see what I'm doing. So the turkey wing, you want to let that fry a little minute before it can get nice and done, okay? So we're going to let it fry. You can see it. We're going to let it fry on one side. I'm going to let it fry for a good 6 to 8 minutes on one side. Then we're going to turn it over, okay? So I'm just going to let it fry until I think it's done on that side because, you know, it takes a little minute for turkey wing. But once they fried and they done, they taste so good. And then we're going to flip it over and let it continue to fry because we wanted this turkey wing to be done. And those smothered turkey wings, oh my goodness, they're going to be good. So we're just going to let this cook. I'm going to just top that and just let that cook. Okay, a few more minutes and then I'm going to add my cabbage in there with some chicken stock, okay? So while we waiting on that, I'm going to bring y'all over this way because we're going to do cornbread, okay? So what we're going to do to this cornbread is add in the Jiffy mix. Now, for this cornbread recipe, you will need 1 cup of vegetable oil. I'm sorry, a half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 egg, and 2/3 cups of milk. Add in your sugar and a little bit of flour. You can add in much sugar as you like. I do more, about 4 or 5 tablespoons because I know how my kids like it. You do how much you want to do. If you don't want it too sweet, don't add that much sugar. Okay? So it's your preference on that. Now, I do a half a cup, of sour cream. But I didn't know that I only had, I do 1 cup of sour cream, but I only had enough for a half a cup. So I'm doing half of that today. Which I think is still going to come out good. It's just another half less, right? So this is all I had. So I'm making use with what I got. And you're gonna need, sorry about that again. Dang. Okay, bring y'all back over here to this cabbage. So it's ready. Now I'm going to add in a little bit more, but not much, okay? You don't need a whole lot, and this is water. And you don't need a whole lot of liquid when you're making cabbage because, you know, cabbage makes its own water. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and season it. Put my green seasoning. Put in some black pepper. Last but not least, we're going to be using some accent salt. Want all that in there. Okay? Whoever that is, I'm just going to have to call back. Okay, let's flip our turkey wing over. We'll let it cook on the other side. It's looking good. I got my stove on a medium-high heat and just let it do its thing, okay? So back over here to the cornbread. We got in our 1 egg, and usually we'll have in our 1 cup of sour cream. But like I stated, I didn't have enough for 1 cup, so that's a half a cup of sour cream. But you will need 1 cup of sour cream for this recipe. We're going to do 2/3 cups of milk. We're going to add in a half a cup sour cream. A half a cup of vegetable oil, because that's what we're going to need. I'm sorry. I don't want to get y'all confused. You need a half a cup of vegetable oil, okay? And I suggest using fresh vegetable oil, okay? So 1/2 a cup of fresh vegetable oil. We're going to add in our sugar. Y'all, please forgive me every time I do that. Okay, so I'm using a teaspoon now. So this is like 1. This ain't getting it. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, just make sure it's sweet enough. But it'd be so tasty, I ain't lying. So we're going to take your little baking dish here. Whatever you use for your cornbread, that's what I use for my cornbread, this little pie dish. And I like using this pie dish because the edges of it is high and it keeps it from, if it's a lot of cornbread batter, from overflowing. So I got my flour there. Now I use the flour because if it's too thin, you just add some flour to it to thicken it up a little bit. You want it mostly to look like pancake batter, but not too loose, not loose. You know what I mean? You don't want it loose. And you can't go wrong with this cornbread. 1 box of Jiffy cornbread mix. Add how much sugar you want, how you like it. 1 cup of sour cream. A half a cup of fresh vegetable oil. 2/3 cups of milk. And a little flour. And you got yourself some cornbread. And I will say this is a cornbread recipe that you'll find yourself making again and again and again and again. Okay, so I'm gonna put this into a 350-degree oven for about 20 or 25 minutes until it's done. And that's it, folks. Okay, turn you guys' attention back over here. We're gonna put this in the oven. We're gonna turn this down. So I turned it down to simmer, you guys, and I'm just gonna let it cook for another 5 minutes, and I'm cutting it off. Then I'm going to try and cut it just to get that inside, make sure that inside done before I take this out. Okay, this will be for the turkey wings. Okay, you guys, I got one more thing I'm going to show you guys. And then I'm going to let the turkey wings get done and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so in this pan right here, I have some potatoes. Well, I'll be right back because I'm going to clean these potatoes, okay? I'll see y'all in a few. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm gonna do these sweet potatoes, and then we're gonna end this video, and I'll be back when it's time for me to check the turkey wings and gravy. When it's time for me to check that, I'll be back to show you what that's looking like. I done put in my second batch of turkey wings. I got one more to fry, and I'll be through with that. Okay, so I'm gonna wash off these sweet potatoes. Now the outside, I'm not worried about the outside. I washed it and I scrubbed it a little bit and then I stopped, because the outside is not what we're going to eat today. It's going to be the inside, okay? So we have 2, and then we're going to leave these 2 whole, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this turkey wing. Oh shit, I'm going to take this sweet potato and I'm going to dip it into my oil. It's not going to hurt nothing, okay? It's not germs. I do this all the time. And that's it. And we're gonna have some baked sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna put this into my oven at 350 degrees. And when it's done, we'll know when it's done. It's gonna take a little minute because you know they're hard and everything. So when it's done, we're going to bring them out, wrap it up, and show you guys what everything looks like, how everything's gonna come together. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in a 350 degree oven. I will see you guys back here when I get ready to check my turkey wings, okay? The ones in gravy. So I'll see you guys back here in a few, okay? So I'm gonna go stick these into my oven. See you later. This is gonna be a mighty tasty meal today. Yeah, my cornbread is done. So I got some honey here. And I'm gonna take this honey and I'm gonna spread it all over my cornbread. I got the last, almost the last turkey wing. I got one more turkey wing and I will be done. My cabbage is turned off. I got the potatoes still in the oven. Okay, that's it for that. And I will be back to show you guys everything looks like when it comes together. So while I'm doing that, let me show you guys. Let me see how the turkey wings looking. So I'm gonna take those off my oven, out the oven right quick, and I'll be right back. So you guys, this is how the turkey wings you see how thick the gravy is? It's looking. This gravy. Okay, let me see. Almost there. So at this point, they're almost there. We're gonna take the foil paper. We're gonna take that off. And we're gonna cook it without the foil. Put it back into the oven. I'll fill it up with a little bit more water and let it finish cooking. And don't worry, I'm gonna make this a little thicker. So I just got like a real little bit in here, but it's enough to make it just a little thicker. Okay, so back in the oven these go. And I will see you guys back here when everything gets plated up, and I'll show you guys what it's looking like. So we're gonna let these get nice and brown and a little more tender. So I'll see you guys back here in a few. Alright, you guys, my dinner is done. You take a look at that. Mustard fried turkey wings, cabbage with veggies and bacon, rice, sweet potato with butter, honey, butter. Well, I put butter on top of my cornbread. But cornbread made my way the way I usually make my cornbread. And these are our turkey wings. Take a look at these turkey wings. They are tender, y'all. They are good. You know, I had to taste and make sure it was tight. And it's good, y'all. These turkey wings. My turkey wings and gravy. So, I hope you guys like this recipe. If you like this recipe, like, share, and subscribe to Joanne's Kitchen. Let me wrap this back up. And once again, I thank you all for watching. Until the next video, God bless. It's like a big old chicken wing right here. I don't need none on my cabbage. Gracious God, thank you for this food I receive. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Father, in the name of Jesus, bless each and every one of us. Father, I ask you to bless the hands that took the time to prepare this food. Bless the hungry all over the nation. Right here in my hometown, surrounding counties and cities, so they too may have a hot meal before them. And Father, the ones that's less fortunate than I am, bless them with a hot meal. In your Son Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. This cabbage was so good, this cabbage and rice. And my cornbread. Sweet potato. Man. Be tough, but I like it. Well, you guys, I thank you all for watching this video. Until the next video, God bless. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys later. Take care. I love you guys and stay safe. Thanks for watching.